So this is part 2 of the story behind my fight. So, remember last time how I was detailing the stories of before, during, and almost after the fight? Well, yeah. This one's gonna be a lot more fucked up. So be prepared, guys. And I decided to keep my chair lowered because I'm about to do it right now. Hey, sup camcorder, welcome back to another video where today I'm going to detail the rest of the story behind my fight. So basically what happened was that, well, go ahead and check out the previous episode to hear all the details of before and during the fight, but now I'm going to detail even further of after the fight. So then I decided, you know what? I feel so achieved. I am the best. Heck, I could possibly destroy, like, rocks with my bare fists now, which was not true. Then, a few days later, I was talking to myself, whispering to myself, ever so eerily, and I had to go to the counselor's office. Counselor was so nice to me that she actually let me play with toy trains that the kindergartners played with. She let me wash windows because at the time, for some reason, I loved wiping off windows. I loved squeegeeing for some reason. Probably because the noise it made was it sounded like a mouse dying. And yes, once again, I was morbid as hell back then. So then, fast forward to after the counseling, I got out. Nothing bad happened. All she did was just tell me a few times to not get into any fights and tell the teacher if anything bad happens. But before I could get back to my lesson, my math teacher, for some reason, she just snapped and said, "You know what? I'm the person that decided to make the room swap. So you're lucky. And if you make any more mistakes, or if you get into another fight, I'm gonna toss you back into the room so Darian can terrorize you again." In my mind, I was saying, "Lady, chill, miss." Well, she was married at the time, so I'll call her Mrs. "Chill, Mrs. I mean, Lord, look at me. I just got out of the counselor. After the counselor's office, she told me to tell the teacher if anything bad happens, but you're a teacher and something bad happened with me. I didn't instigate this beef. You did." Yes, I also talked ghetto back then. Don't post anything on my comment section saying, "Oh no, Olton, you're so racist, you talked ghetto back then." Or, "Oh no, Olton, you're so racist, you're signifying that black people talk racist." Well, to put it this way, I was racist back then. Now, I'm not even close to racist. I'm practically innocent. Anyway, so then I continue on to my lesson. We had lunch. The end of the day was coming, and I just felt like I was so unachieved. For some reason, I had to visit my sister's school, which I am now going to school with. And I got so hot. I was about to pass out from heat stroke. And be in a coma. So I accidentally stole like a paperclip from the school, and for some reason I felt like I should just like do what I saw in kinds of heist movies and use the paperclip to pick the lock of my truck so I could get it going and I could get some heat going to me. Again, I was about to pass out from heat stroke, people. Heat fucking stroke. I was about to get in a coma. And if you've been in a coma before, it wasn't pleasant. Now, was it? You can't even hear anybody saying, "Wake up." Everybody thinks you're dead. Somebody had actually gotten to a coffin, and then they thankfully got saved by the Save the Bell from the coffins if you're in comas. Thankfully that happened. So if you were ever in a coma, you would understand why I was going to pick lock my mom and dad's truck. So, my mom and dad, they were about to go off because they were about to exit the school's parking lot because they just got done talking to the teachers of my big sister, and I was like, oh shit, I'm so dead. So then I decided to leave it alone because I couldn't get it off, no matter how many times I yanked it. Ow. Anyways, no matter how many times I yanked the stupid thing off, it still didn't do anything. Then, my mom and dad, they actually saw that. And, oh no, they were at a volleyball thing, and my big sister really wanted to go. So, it was like 102 degrees outside. I would have said 12, but global warming isn't that bad. So, then I decided, you know what, I'll take my consequence. My mom and dad didn't want to buy another car because the only trustable car person at the time didn't well, let's just say that every time that he would examine a car and something got stuck in the key thing, they would have to make another car. So, soon enough, I realized that I was going to be grounded for a month. And at the time, I was just getting into Roblox. I mean, heck, I loved the game so much. I made new friends. It actually made me sane again. Roblox was just in my heart so much that I would die if I didn't. Well, I decided that I've lived my life. I predicted that I won't even make it past 12. I'll be in a car accident or I'll accidentally burn to death or something like that. I almost died, or I was almost in a coma, and I almost got buried because of the stupid sun. And because it was summer at the time, I decided my life is done. I actually thought I would never make it past 12 years old. Now that I'm 13 and I actually am past 12 years old, I'm kind of anxious, okay? I feel like something's just gonna fall out of the sky, or somebody's gonna be drunk and drive directly into my car, my mom and dad's car, by the way, and literally kill me because of the explosion. I'm so anxious. Well, at the time, instead of having anxiety, I was depressed. So, this next part, I feel like if I tell you guys this next part, then you're gonna be calling suicide hotlines all day and tell them that I'm suicidal. I was at the time, not gonna lie, I was. But I was 10 or 9 years old. Yeah, I was 9.5 years old. And now that I'm 13, I'm not depressed anymore. So you can shut it. So, the only source of technology I had was my Wii U charger and my TV. At the time when I was 8 years old, you remember the Dream Masters and the scene, "Fuck the prime time, bitch." I thought I could just do that in real life, slamming my head into the TV. I thought that Freddy would finally kill me. Oh, by the way, I stopped believing Santa Claus after 4th grade, and I still believed in monsters and stuff you see in horror movies would be in real life. But now that I'm 13 and know nothing is going bad, nothing's gonna happen, no jigsaw is gonna drug me and then put me in a stupid torture chamber, or no Freddy Krueger is gonna go in my dreams and literally kill me in real life if he kills me in the dream. Now that I'm 13, now that I can lucid dream, that rhymed, I can finally rest in peace not dying. I can finally sleep without worrying about anything, and I can finally, like, just make videos on the internet and stuff like that. I have lots of sources of entertainment, so heck. So that didn't work. So I decided I would just make myself a noose with my Wii U charger. How bad can it be? I said to myself. But turns out I didn't know how to tie a noose at all. Now that I do, I would use it in hunting if I go to a camp, or something like that. Legit, I could literally go to a camp right now. I could go to a camp right now. Man, after this, I'm gonna ask my mom if I could go camping or something. I mean, like, in my closet, I have a tent, but we never went camping ever. So then I decided I wouldn't tie a noose. Instead, hold on. Do I have a piece of rope that I could use? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, this isn't my Wii U charger. This is actually a nunchuck controller for the Wii and Wii U. I would do this. I'm not going to actually kill myself on camera, okay? So I would do this. And then just, like, do that. But then my sister walks into my room because she actually felt bad for me. And I'd just like to say that after I realized that I can't actually hang myself because I'm quote-unquote not strong enough and I quote-unquote feel pain in my throat, I decided, no, I'm just gonna pretend like this is a prank. But instead of my dad walking into my room because I was grounded for a month and he made up the decision, my big sister walked into my room. She saw me with the cord on my neck. She does this, and it's just, oh, that's it! And I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just got. I honestly had no idea what to do, and then I had to go pee. So then I decided, no, I have to go pee. And then my dad's like, boy, no, you're coming with me. And he got me a chicken bite box. He let me watch my TV. Even though it was unplugged, and he plugged it back up. And he actually let me do everything else, except for playing on the computer, playing on the Wii U. I mean, I could play on the computer, but if I go on Roblox, my butt will be whooped with a belt. And, well, that's the end of my tragic, yet somewhat crazy and depressing story. By the way, every single story in the My Story Behind series is true. These are true events that happened in my life. These are true events that really try to give me trauma, but thankfully. And I'll see you guys in the next video. There was no outro in the first part because, but now that I'm making the second part, Fist of Explosion. Oh, wait. Like the video if you liked this series and this video. If you did like this video, still like. And if you didn't like this video, well, just comment down. Don't dislike it. Subscribe to join the country Ohio. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Fist of Explosion! When I get editing skills, I'm gonna actually add an explosion to this.